Yo, what is up guys? Today we're finally going to be investing a bit more effort into the Integra. It has been almost a month since I last started this car, and that's partially due to lockdown and partially due to having my lip stolen. It definitely took the wind out of my sails a bit, but I've gotten rid of that negativity and I'm back on it. So today we're gonna do a transmission fluid change. Now, I've owned this car for 4 years and I've never done one, and I have no idea when the previous owner did one, or if they even did. So today's finally the day. Ew. Yuck. Alright, so for this job we're going to need a 1/2" breaker bar and a 17mm socket. And obviously you need a collection tray to collect all the fluid that'll come out. And finally you'll need your trans gear oil. So today I'm going to be using Penrith trans gear. Now it says it can be used instead of Honda MTF. Obviously Honda MTF would be the best way to go because that's what the manufacturer would recommend, but I just didn't want to deal with the hassle of going to a Honda dealer. I never have done so, and it's just easier to drop by Super Cheap Auto and get everything you need. So this is a device I paid a little too much for, but ultimately it's going to make life so much easier because it allows me to pump from the bottle directly up into the transmission. The other way you can do it is put a funnel on top above the transmission, so somewhere in the engine bay, and run a hose like this into the filler hole, and then let gravity do the work. But this just means I can pump it from underneath the car myself. So the first thing you want to do is crack the filler hole, because if you crack the drain bolt, let all your fluid out, and find that you can't actually undo that bolt, you're not going to be able to drive your car because you need fluid inside the transmission to do so. So we crack that. There we go. That's cracked. Nice and good. Get right up here. This is going to be really messy. There we go. And that's just this. It's got a crush washer on it, so that's also going to need to be replaced. Now we have to crack the drain bolt, and my bad, that's not a 1/2", that's a 3/8". And so what I've done is I've just added a little step down adapter onto my 1/2" breaker bar, and we're just gonna shove that right in there like so, and I guess we'll give it that lefty crack. There we go. Nice and easy, actually. And there was a crush washer on that too. You know, that oil doesn't really look too bad, I don't think. I mean, I've never done transmission oil, but to me that looks like decent oil. I don't know. We'll find out when I open the new bottle whether that's the color it's supposed to be or not. So we'll let that completely drain, and we'll get some crush washer bolts on these. Unfortunately, these are different sizes, so the crush washer for the oil drain is fine. This is a new crush washer, but this is too small to go on that, so I'm gonna have to reuse the old one, which, isn't the best practice, but it's all I've got on hand at the moment, so it will have to do. Okay, and then that just goes in there like that. This just locks on there like that. Wow, there you go. And then you just get pumping. So that is a very similar color. Beautiful golden straw looking thing. All right, so we've got 2.5 liters here. Should be around 2.2 to 2.3 liters that enters the system. And we've just got this running all the way into the fill hole, which is the big one at the top. Yep. Oh, haha, whoops, I'm a silly Billy. This plug was meant to go in first, so this is the drain plug, and obviously that's going to stop the fluid from falling out of the drain hole. and you basically know it's full once you've got around 2.2 liters in there, or it starts coming out of the top from your fill hole. So let me tighten this back on with its new crush washer, and we'll continue pumping. We had a steady stream leaking out of the fill hole, which means we know it's full, and I'm just going ahead and tightening the fill hole plug right back up. What? I just took it on a drive, and oh my gosh, that makes such a big difference. The gear shifts are noticeably smoother. You know, I honestly thought this was a piece of maintenance that would be similar to an oil change, in the sense that if you keep the same weight and you're changing it at a regular interval, you don't really notice the difference. You just know that your car's running healthier. But this, I guess it makes sense. It's been well over 4 years since it's had one, at the least, sorry, and at the very most, it could never have been changed. So, wow, I wish I could explain to you guys how smoother shifting feels, but kind of just feels like a brand new gearbox. So that's really cool. If you're waiting to do it now, because it makes a world of difference. Well, there you have it, guys. A really easy piece of maintenance to do. I'd been putting it off for the past 4 years because I thought it was going to be hard, but then I realized that it wasn't as difficult as it seemed. The hardest thing was the mess. That's just what happens when you don't have much experience and didn't do the proper research. Thanks for watching, guys. The next video is going to be a bit more exciting. I'm actually filming it and doing it today too, but I thought I'd split it up. So give the video a like, let me know what you think, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
You say you got them guns, but I've never seen you bang. You say you got them drugs, but I've never seen you slang.